Has there ever been a worse day for President Trump? Think about it. Because this is the day he caved on the shutdown without his wall, suffering a total abject defeat at the hands of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. This is a day the president's dirty trickster ally, Roger Stone, was nabbed in a pre-dawn raid by the FBI and indicted by Robert Mueller after he allegedly went to WikiLeaks to get stolen emails to damage Hillary Clinton's campaign. Is it any wonder on a day like this that Donald Trump was the picture of the sad president, or as he has been known to say, low energy? Look at it. Did you guys peek that today?
Thank you very much, my fellow Americans.
Is it any wonder the president didn't sound as proud as he said he was when he announced the deal to reopen the government? Watch this.
I am very proud to announce today that we have reached a deal to end the shutdown and reopen the federal government.
Applause? Really? What is there to applaud? This president shut down the federal government, leaving 800,000 workers without pay and creating chaos all across the country, only to take a deal that he could have taken 35 days ago. The emperor not only has no clothes, he has no walls. But he apparently couldn't resist immediately ad-libbing this.
As everyone knows, I have a very powerful alternative, but I didn't want to use it at this time. Hopefully it will be unnecessary.
Of course, it is a powerful alternative. Is there any other kind for the president? Presumably, he means declaring a national emergency. But I want you to ask yourself this. If it wasn't an emergency for the first 2 years of the Trump administration, if it wasn't an emergency for the 35 days the government was shut down, if you're apparently willing to wait 3 more weeks, can you really call this an emergency? One Trump advisor is telling CNN that the president lost big league, or is it big league? Big league, I think, today, saying, quote, "The White House is walking in a valley tonight." So what exactly was the point of all of this? What was it? Why? What was the point of throwing 800,000 people into chaos with no paychecks? What was the point of federal workers going hungry, sleeping in their cars to save on gas, going without desperately needed medical treatment? What was the point? What was the point if all the president was going to do was take the deal he could have taken more than a month ago, or a little over 2 weeks ago, when this president stormed out of a White House meeting when Speaker Pelosi said nope on his wall? The president claimed to be proud today, but we've heard that before.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck. I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it.
So listen to the president's latest attempt to bamboozle his base tonight. Quote, "This was in no way a concession. It was taking care of millions of people who were getting badly hurt by the shutdown with the understanding that in 21 days, if no deal is done, it is off to the races." This is all about ego. That's what that is. It's about a White House completely out of touch with reality, after inflicting more than a month of pain on people who had nothing to do with making this mess. The president could learn a lesson from a little bestseller. Here it is. It's called The Art of the Deal. Shall we do some bedtime reading? Pages 48 and 49, okay? Here we go, pages 48 and 49. It says, quote, "The point is, you can't be too greedy. If you go for a home run on every pitch, you're going to strike out a lot. I try never to leave myself too exposed, even if it means sometimes settling for a triple, a double, or even, on a rare occasion, a single." Or in this case, striking out and ending up going home with nothing. And then there is the State of the Union. Nancy Pelosi not budging on that either.
State of the Union is not planned now. I get that. What I've said to the president is when government is open, we will discuss a mutually agreeable date. And I'll look forward to doing that and welcoming the president to the House of Representatives for the State of the Union when we agree on that.
Chuck Schumer may have said it best.
No one should ever underestimate the speaker, as Donald Trump has learned.
Okay, Chuck. And word of advice, though, Chuck. Don't spike the ball. Don't be a sore winner. All right? All of this on the same day the FBI came for Roger Stone in an early morning raid at his Florida home. The indictment from Mueller's office, Robert Mueller's office, is charges that Stone sought stolen emails from WikiLeaks damaging to then-candidate Trump's opponent at the direction of senior Trump campaign officials. The president's longtime ally appeared in federal court in Fort Lauderdale this morning. But outside the courtroom, it was a different Roger Stone that we saw, in a defiant V for victory pose. Does that remind you of anyone? Oh yeah, the man his face is tattooed on Stone's back. Stone saying this.
As I have always said, the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about.
And just listen to what Stone had to say about the FBI raid this morning.
They terrorized my wife, my dogs. I was taken to the FBI facility, although I must say the FBI agents were extraordinarily courteous.
Okay, so which is it? They terrorized or extremely courteous agents, who, by the way, were doing their jobs without pay during this shutdown? The White House reacting today. Sarah Sanders, there she is.
This has nothing to do with the president and certainly nothing to do with the White House.
Except for the fact that Roger Stone has been part of Donald Trump's inner circle since the 1970s and was an official on his campaign until August of 2015 and stayed in touch with the campaign throughout the election. That is according to Mueller's indictment. The president himself praised his longtime crony's guts in a tweet last month for saying, "I will never testify against Trump." So here's the big picture, okay? Roger Stone is the latest of 37 people and entities charged by the special counsel Robert Mueller. The list includes 6 Trump associates, including Michael Cohen, Michael Flynn, Rick Gates, Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, and now Roger Stone. Mueller has brought 199 total criminal charges in all. 7 of those counts were added today for Roger Stone. And all of that makes what happened today a very, very big deal.